it's Kamrin and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing, as you can tell, my skincare routine. You guys requested this when I was showing you on Instagram the difference between my skin. Since about a year ago, there has been a big change. So I'm gonna go over all the products that I use today. There are 4 staple products that I use. Everything in total is under $50, so this is a very inexpensive skincare routine. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe if you have not subscribed already. As well, follow all of my social media. It will be in the description box down below. And just a disclaimer, right now I have no makeup on, just to show you guys how my skin really looks. I, of course, still have a lot of hyperpigmentation, but I will show you guys the picture that I took a year ago. You will see it was much worse. So we're gonna get started and get into all the details. Just a little backstory and kind of like an explanation of my skin. I have very oily skin. It's a grease bucket, and I had always battled with really bad skin. Probably, I think I got my first pimple probably in like 6th grade. I have tried Proactive, I have tried acne.org, I have tried Neutrogena, I have tried all of these companies. My skin is extremely sensitive. I know a lot of people suggested before, like the Aztec clay mask. My skin doesn't like that. I can't use witch hazel, lemon, like all of these natural remedies that people were suggesting to me. My skin hated it and it was so bad for it. So for a while I was using all of these extreme products. None of it was working for my skin and I just was so discouraged. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I had horrible acne. There was a period in time where I was like, okay, maybe it's my makeup, maybe I'm not drinking enough water. So I stopped wearing makeup for 2 weeks. I drank a gallon of water every single day and my skin got worse. I don't understand how. It was the worst it had ever been. So when it got to that point, that was like the moment where I realized, I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I had extremely bad hyperpigmentation. My cheeks were just ridden with bumps, and it was like there was no promise. The number 1 rule I can tell you is stop using all of these chemically ridden, like all of these products that have a crap ton of chemicals in them. Stop using it. So I'm gonna tell you guys the 4 products that I use on my face. Just a disclaimer, everyone's skin is different. Just because this worked for me doesn't mean it's gonna work for you, but I'm telling you that I have tried just about everything and this is the only thing that worked for me. So if your skin sounds similar to mine, then this will probably help you. I'll show you guys the face wash that I use. Before I show you guys the face wash, I just want to tell you kind of what I do that I actually noticed helped me out big time. I don't wash my face in the morning. When you think about it, you just wash, like, unless you didn't wash your face the night before, like you just washed your face that night and all you did was sleep on your pillow. Hopefully your pillow was clean, so when you get up, your face should not be dirty. I only wash my face at night, so I'm going to show you guys what I use to wash my face. Use the Biore charcoal scrub. This is the only face wash that has ever worked for me. I have tried, literally, I'm not even kidding, every single drugstore brand, the Neutrogena, every line possible. I have tried all of these products. I can normally tell when products don't work for me because I get giant breakouts all over my forehead. So the next step that I do, and people are going to probably say this is not good for you. I have been told many times. I see it all over Twitter, don't do it. This, I have noticed, works incredibly well for hyperpigmentation and over oily skin. I use rubbing alcohol as a toner. I know people are gonna say that this is bad for you, it probably dries out your skin too much, yada. But let me tell you, if you are a grease bucket like me, the whole idea that adding lotion to your face is going to make your face less oily, I don't know who came up with that idea, but it's not true. It doesn't work. It literally makes your skin more oily. So I dry out my skin, which has helped it so much. And as well, I'm gonna bring in another point later on why I dry it out. But this has definitely helped incredibly, like, oh my God. Literally, this is probably like the number 2 important step in my routine. I have to do this. Since I don't wash my face in the morning, I will take a pad, just a little cotton pad like this, and I wipe my face with the alcohol. I do it at night before I apply my cream. The third step, and probably the most important step, this is the one that's probably the most costly, and it's Curology. If you watched my first review, it was my 3-month review. I have been on Curology for a year now. I am going to say though that I stopped for about 3 months because my card on the account, it had expired and I didn't change it, and I had all of these backup like ones because this lasts more than a month. Like, they send you a bottle, you're only supposed to apply it once at night, and this will last you for like 2 months. So I had all these backup bottles and I was like, oh whatever, I'm not gonna fix my account. So then I ran out of the bottles and I was too lazy to put my card back on it, but I finally did. So for like 3 months I didn't use it, and I literally noticed my skin get shipwrecked. But I have not been on it consistently for a year. I've probably been on it consistently for like 8 months. So I will do my 1 year update when I have been on it for a year. I still have the same formula as my last video, the zinc, the clindamycin, and the niacinamide, I think. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce all these fancy words. But since I get so much, like there's so much in the bottle, I apply some in the morning and some at night. They do only suggest that you're supposed to apply it at night, but I do it in the morning as well. I kind of use it as a makeup primer to put underneath my makeup, and it seems to be perfect. The only thing I deal with now is hyperpigmentation. Occasionally I will get a really fat pimple because of my period. Like, that's this big bump. Well, it's not a bump anymore, but like that scar right there is from the very big pimple that I had on my period. But besides that, like, I never get pimples anymore. Like, it's crazy. The fourth thing that I'm going to bring up, if you are a guy, this probably is not going to help you, but the rest of these products will most definitely help you. I feel like this was a big reason as well, but I do take birth control, so that was a really big helper for me. I feel like it definitely calmed my hormones down. I will have to say though that I do think my skincare routine is good even without the birth control, because I stopped taking birth control for like 2 months at one point because Arlo decided to eat my entire packet of birth control for God knows what reason. So I was off of it for a little bit. I noticed a little bit of a flare-up, like I had a few pimples, but it wasn't like, oh my God, this is the only thing that's keeping my skin right. If you're someone who's underage and you don't feel comfortable asking your parents for birth control, because I understand, I was in that position. A lot of times birth control is associated with sex, and it's not my business what you're taking your birth control for. You are underage and you don't have access to it and you would like to. I am not by any means suggesting going behind your parents' back, but sometimes, you know, if you're a kid and you are struggling to get things, you can find ways. I definitely did when I was younger. I went through this app called NURX. So if you don't know what NURX is a birth control company that they will send you out your birth control to your house, so you don't have to go to a pharmacy. It is definitely helpful for me now being an adult because I don't have to go to my pharmacy. I just go to my mailbox and I pick it up. It's only $5 if you have insurance. If you are someone who is underage and you don't want it to like show up on your insurance or whatever, which I don't even think it does, but just in case if it does, you can get a 3-month supply for $45. I'm gonna leave my code for NURX down in the description box below. I'm pretty sure it gives you $20 off if you use my code, but I will leave the link for that in the description box down below so you can check it out. But that is basically my 4 steps for my skincare routine. For those of you who are wondering what birth control I'm on, I am on Sprintech. I'm gonna make a whole separate video about my birth control experience for those of you who are wondering, so don't worry. I'm gonna give you guys kind of like a little bit of a detail of the little excess things that I do. My skin, like I said, is very sensitive, so oftentimes I can't use face mask, but there's one face mask that I stumbled upon in my Ipsy bag that was absolutely incredible, and I as well feel like this is another one of these products that has really helped with my skin. It has helped close up my pores because I have really big pores like right here around my nose, and it's helped tighten that as well as brighten my face big time. So I will have a picture of it up on the screen right now because I ran out of it, so I threw it away. As well, sometimes I exfoliate my face if I feel like it's getting a little built up. I don't exfoliate it often because, like I said, my skin is sensitive, so it'll get really upset if I exfoliate it too much. But as well, I used another like sample that I got in my Ipsy bag, and it was bomb, you guys, so good. I think it's a glycerin face exfoliant or something. It's from Nip and Fab, I think. You know what? I am so lost. Or like I said, I will have it up on the screen, as well as the links in the description box below. But I have been using that one to exfoliate my face. It's a very like small beads in it, so it's not super aggressive, because I was trying the apricot scrub from St. Eve's, I think it was. That shit tore my face up. But the one thing I'm gonna put you guys on, if you have hyperpigmentation, which I said I was going to come back to this with the alcohol, this is what is going to help you so freaking much. So I use the alcohol to dry my face out. I love when my face gets dry. I love when it gets like peely, because you know what that means? The top layer of your skin is coming off. So you don't want your skin to be like nasty dry, like peeling like that. Like put some lotion on if your skin is like peeling like that. But when my skin tends to be a little bit drier, this is like the perfect time for me to do this, which is why I like for the alcohol to dry my skin out. It's like a mini DIY at home microdermabrasion. I use these little eyebrow razors like this, and when my skin is super dry, I just go on top of my skin like this, and I literally just peel stuff off. And that's literally just peeling that top layer of your skin off. So if you have hyperpigmentation and stuff, it's gonna take all of that crap off of your face, and it's gonna make it so much better. I also just use it to shape the top of my eyebrows at the same time, so it's great, and it gets rid of all of your peach fuzz. So it's a good tool, and these are super cheap. You can get them at Walmart. I think it's like a 3-pack for like $3. Like, it's a really good deal. So that's it. That's all I do with my skin. It's a fairly simple, really inexpensive skincare routine, and so far it has made a really big difference for me. I have noticed the biggest improvement. I used to be that person that I couldn't even go to Walmart without makeup. I felt so insecure, but I've been working towards it, and it's gotten better, and I really have to owe it all to Curology, because Curology has helped my skin so freaking much. No matter what, even if my routine changes and everything, I always use Curology. So I highly suggest that you guys check it out. I will leave the link for Curology in the description box down below. That is it for my skincare routine. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. Also, we are about to hit 5K on YouTube. I cannot believe this, especially with how crappy I have been with uploading. I just wanted to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I will be doing a 5K giveaway. That post will be coming the following week on my Instagram, so make sure you follow me on there. You have to be subscribed to me on YouTube and follow me on Instagram in order to be a part of the giveaway, but make sure you guys head on over there to see all of the prizes that will be given away and the rules for it. That's gonna be it for this video. I love you guys so much. Make sure you subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next week.